where you sitting?
I noticed that we purchased some bullets for the police department. Are those well secured?
Are you, what do you mean well secure?
Like, are they locked up at the police station
They're locked up.
where the police have access?
Well, we can get them anytime, all they do is say, here, on. They're for marksmanship. They're gonna be marksmen. When is it, 21st?
Yep, next Friday, not this Friday, coming to next.
Next Friday? Oh, he
The
did
next
say,
Friday.
he did say he couldn't come then this Friday, on the 21st. Okay, he's coming.
We was afraid the weather probably would be.
Yeah, yeah.
Snowstorm.
So,
or whatever.
we got somebody coming, they're gonna do their marksmanship, which is required, so.
So are these bullets specifically for that?
We got,
So
we
they
gave
don't
them,
need
gave
to
them
have
some, we're
access
gonna,
like that?
no, they don't need to have access
Okay.
like that, they've got some, we're gonna get them more later, but what we
This is
did is
just
we locked up enough for them to make their marksmanship.
I got you.
What was your
So we'll
afraid
make
somebody
sure.
would take them?
No, just wanna make sure they got them when he comes up here.
I would let them keep them themselves, I mean,
Well, I mean, they
they're
know,
policemen.
I know that, but they know where they are, and it's just to make sure that, yeah, we've actually got 50 for, cause we.
I
want
trust
to-
every one of them, I
Well,
don't
I do
think they.
too, that's not what I'm saying, Charles.
How many rounds do you carry on your belt?
Maybe-
45?
Yeah, about 48.
So how many rounds do each one of you got? Actually,
I've got 48 rounds on it.
how many does everybody have what they need?
They should. This is carrying what we carry, this is hot, that's what we bought, just for the full metal
Full box
jacket.
just for that.
Shoot cans, shoot targets is
Yeah.
what we bought.
So you're sure we're gonna shoot some of them?
No,
Campbell.
no, these are just for
If I had
marksmanship,
to,
I don't know nothing about it.
just for marksmanship.
I don't know, they might spank you.
But they're gonna be qualified and, we have to have them qualified before June, isn't that what she said?
When did you say
I
they
thought
were
it was
coming to do that?
8/15, it's 8/15.
I think it's not.
Each policeman shoots 20 shots.
No, 50 rounds.
They shoot 50
Actually,
one
you
round.
gotta do a
50 rounds
practice,
for
then you gotta do a,
marksmanship.
but, you know, comes out to
Yeah.
50 rounds.
When did you say they were gonna have that?
21st,
March 21st?
yeah.
Why did the police department need diesel?
Summer.
Summer, for bad weather,
What was it?
I thought we put that on.
Well, it says diesel, I just,
yeah, it's a
I
Hummer.
forgot about
We
the
just- We
Hummer.
just got one
No, I
Hummer.
thought it said Hummer on there.
So,
It was
what's the
supposed
amount?
to, 'cause
What's the amount?
you wrote Hummer right on it.
What's the
It
amount?
was 70/40, I
Yeah,
just,
that's about right. That's about what, full tank, y'all see?
You read it right on.
That's right.
That's fine.
This don't look as long as it used to for some reason.
I
I didn't compare it, but it don't look near as long. How many have they got?
They walked in.
You say you have questions, Mark?
I have a question about this, see, $10,000 here, we got general fund, this is so confusing, this payroll. We've got $8,000 general fund, coming into the general fund is $2,000 less, it's transferred out of the general fund 10,000. Here it's showing transferred into the payroll account of 8,000, there's $2,000 missing there.
Sure. You take that 10,000, put back 10,000. So where did it,
Yeah,
2,000
what
go?
Out of your general fund, you got a transfer of $10,000 into the payroll account. But here, over here on your payroll account, it's only showing 8,000 transferred in.
It's right here. 8,000 went back in, but 10,000 was come out.
I would like to see our sheets revised and to each department having, it's carrying its own weight with the income coming in. So we're seeing what we really are short, what department we need to work on. And I like to see just do away with this payroll account. And each department, and the police department even having their funding going in the proper way of, your alcohol tax and incentive and
House Bill 413.
all that,
This is break.
cause this is really so confusing, it's hard to trace money like this.
actually, we would never have to ask for anything to help the police department with bullets, vests, guns, anything with that. House Bill 413 alcohol tax is separate.
And the grants that's coming into the, police department.
1327, and House Bill 413 is 2073.
At least 1,000.
Why was this payroll account created? It used to not be here when Loretta was here.
Well, who knows?
Well, maybe that's
Sorry,
green.
did I say that out loud?
Yvonne's got a good
Did I
point.
say that out loud?
If we break down each department, take the budget, and every month you get a report with their, what the yearly budget is supposed to be, and what they use, we're gonna know
We're working on that right
what's
now.
over and under.
You're gonna get one, and it'll be from the time the new budget was passed, to bring it up to current, so you can see what's left.
'Cause when you-
And that would show us your budgeted, how much we budgeted for that department. It's kinda hard to trace these departments, what we're, and I know one department's going way over right now.
Now that the budget's been passed, that's what we're working on, to go back and start it.
we make a motion to put these, I guess you would have to do 413.
Yeah, it does need to be redone.
You gonna make a motion then? Maybe you
What's it
should
mean?
cover alcohol tax and the house bill.
Oh, we should, yeah, we should,
Separate account?
I think we should work on getting the, let's work on getting all the,
Do you look at the fees
departments
on there?
and what is coming in for each department.
Do you look at the fees they charge?
Because, and then we,
Do what the payroll.
yeah, do away with payroll account, yeah, the motion, let's work on that this one. We need all the, yeah, let's figure out what's going in there.
But yeah, that'd be a good motion.
Yeah.
Put in the truck tax.
Banks are doing that now like crazy because the federal government
Banks are
making
charging
everything go direct
overcharge.
deposit now. We're making the money basically they can make it. They're just expensive.
Because all this actually, this figures right here, actually is for the police department, isn't it? Would be-
Alcohol tax and House Bill 413, that's what they are.
That has to be used only for the.
You get House Bill 413 every quarter,
Mhm.
and,
And the,
alcohol tax
police
money.
incentives,
That was
Police
actually, that
incentives
was
have
actually
been paid
passed,
out to the
alcohol
police.
tax from the policemen was actually passed
On their
in
pay
19.
day.
Yeah, and the House Bill 413, I actually got a memo from Andrew
24
Schuler
years
back in 2008 saying we should put it in a separate account. It
So-
can be used for wages, but if you would put it in a separate account, you would be able to track.
so
If
we
they needed a
could,
uniform for a guy.
on all these changes of this, doing away with this payroll account and each department carried its own. Can we get this done by the next meeting?
Well, see, in the budget, there are certain funds that you can move money around, it's perfectly legal. There are some funds like LGA, MRA, funds like that, you can't touch, you can't move those around. But the budget, you can more or less, as you need, shuffle it around,
But the
as long
biggest,
as you don't go over
but the
the
biggest problem I see on this, and I've said this probably 5 times on this payroll account, I can never match what's spent here, that's what's on the disbursement and receipt sheets. They never match.
There's too much moving around.
I mean, they never match. Used to, we didn't have this. And you could take these 2 sheets for the last 8 years, and you could get close to what each department was spending. But now they spend from this to this, and none of them matches it. You can't match it.
I wouldn't run a business, I mean, you couldn't,
What's that?
you gotta see where you lose it.
How long's it been like this, though? I mean, how long's it been like this?
3 years, I think.
First,
3
second,
years.
3 years.
3
for
years,
this,
yeah,
37.
3 years.
Okay, 3 years.
Really don't need it that way.
That's true, it's, and I know it has to be confusing, it's extra work for
It
you
is.
all. I mean,
It
this
is.
is really work for you all.
Well, that's why you're saying 3 years, we're just now saying we need to do something, so let's get on it.
You get blind.
It's been hanging around for 3
We ain't
years.
just been saying we need to do something, we've been saying that for a while.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it has.
Get done.
Yeah.
Well, I agree, because it sure does make it work.
Let's do it. Yep.
Cause they used to.
And we're gonna start taking.
we do.
I make a motion to close the payroll.
A second.
You discussed that too, so.
I bet Ron
Who
was
said
about that one.
I did.
Yeah, this was aggravating.
That is, I can imagine how you
Just
do
do
that.
That's one start.
Yeah.
That's one start.
Probably need a roll call.
Yeah, don't worry, we will.
But those are legal.
Who said Charles? Gilliam?
Yes.
Jarvis?
Yes.
Raleigh?
Yes.
Raleigh? Yes. Bush?
Yes.
Dixon?
Yes.
So they might be taking them more, what's that mean?
You can't get no money, nobody's paid.
What exactly does that mean?
Work out of each department.
Close to payroll.
I'll tell you next Friday.
Okay.
Because it's payday.
If they're all holding us at the house,
Next
we'll go over the
Friday,
payday,
we'll
so
see.
I
Well,
guess
it
we'll
would
see.
be a lot easier to have a line item that says payroll and have blah, 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 blah.
And I personally think that 2 girls in this office should be set aside for the water and sewer funding, because that would,
At least
That's
one
for-
of them will be.
Well, no, we did that in the budget.
yeah, that way.
We allowed 5%, was it 5% or 10% for them because they do the water?
Uh-huh, that
We
is,
distributed that in your budget.
that's your
you got.
biggest work area right there.
The utilities clerk used to be paid out of the water until 2006.
Well, now, we had to shut down the actual payroll account. Because of the IRS, they told us just to have one federal ID number instead of 2. Is why we don't actually have a
Payroll.
so-called. Instead of
The
having.
payroll account we just closed doesn't mean employees aren't going to get paid next week.
No,
I'll wait till.
no, because they all walk out tomorrow.
Shut them down. That'd be the
That's not
story.
what that was intended for.
It's just do the paperwork.
That was just humor,
It's
it
the
was not
paperwork.
serious,
It's
it
the
was humor.
paperwork.
They were throwing a little funny spark in the whole thing.
Well, does anybody have any more questions on this payroll? Not payroll, on these financial reports. No?
We're not shutting payroll down, we're just.
We need
That was just, that was
We-
total
we
one,
need- we
let
need
me
a
clarify.
motion
Humor
for-
only.
Motion for
Humor.
approval.
I make a motion.
Humor on.
David make a motion to approve
I'll
financial,
second it.
and Charles was second. Take a roll call.
March, this be done, do something more like this, we're starting
So y'all actually want these reports like we used to do them,
Yeah, that's it.
On the two sheets.
so everybody can understand.
I think that's
Everybody-
better.
I think it'll be easier on you
Thank
all.
y'all.
I think it'll be easier on you all.
Thank you.
Payroll
Was that 3 years ago? Because I wasn't here 3 years ago. I don't know how they used to be.
Not have one
You know-
at home, so-
Yes.
Yes.
Was they better?
Yeah.
Jarvis?
Okay, I'm going for that.
No.
Yeah. If it was better.